Making a sale. Click on the sales button, and on the sales register click on customer. To add a customer, click on add. Type the name of the customer. Then full name, then tax details if any, then the address, then the telephone number, then the fax number, then the city or country, email address, web address, company description, and details of contact persons. You can add three persons here, and additional information if any. This is the same contacts register where you registered the vendors when making the purchase. Now after filling all these fields, close the form, close the contacts form as well. Now making a sale. In the customer ID field, just select the customer that you have already registered. Here you have the date of the sale. This is the date that will come on the invoice. If you want to change the date, you can change the date. Your invoice will be auto numbered. If there is any reference like purchase order reference or anything, just give the PO reference here. Now if you have any notes like payment terms, etc., you can type it here. Now the name of the salesman. If you want to add another salesman, you can add it from here. And then you can say select the salesman from here, and whether the transaction is cash or credit, just select. If it is credit, just select credit. Now for every combo box that has an arrow like this here, you does not need to use the mouse always. You can do it by pressing on Alt and the down navigation key. You can open this by pressing on Alt and the down navigation key, and you can select the item from here. Okay, you are selling this model, Gamsum laptop, model number 9900. Okay, you are selling 100 quantities of this. You can change the tax percentage from here, discount percentage also from here, and the price also from here if you need. Okay, here you have three prices. There is a base price, list price, and price. And if you are selling on, if you are selling on a wholesale basis, you can just put this price here. the next item, and the next item, and you have the invoice total here. You can take printout of invoices from here. This is one invoice, this simple invoice, don't have any tax details or discount in this invoice. And here you have another invoice, this is discount invoice, and you have the discount here, and the total will be after deducting the discounts. And this is tax invoice, and this you have tax and discount. Okay, the total will be reflected after making the discount and adding the tax amount. Okay, close the report. You have some other reports as well here. We have smaller invoices. This is A6, these two are A5, and you have estimate reports. This is A6, and this is A5, and this is A4. Then there is delivery note, and there is stores demand issue voucher, and there is also a variety of reports here. Then these are statistical forms, and this, as we have done in the purchase, this is for changing the delivery status. Okay, if you want to change the delivery status, you have made the invoice and sent the invoice, but you have not, if you have not delivered the materials, you can just make this as undelivered. Okay, these are search forms. Okay, now you have made an invoice, and if you want to know the daily sales, total sales in a day, you can check it from here. And this is the transaction. The report of transaction done during the day. Now to make a credit note, click on new and select the customer. Date, reference, and the salesman, select cash or credit. From here select the item, the quantity, edit the price if required. Now on the deduct column, click on deduct and then refresh. You will get a minus invoice. And if If you click on credit, you will get the credit note. If you want to take a discount credit note, click here. If you want a tax credit note, click here. Now editing as sales bill. Click on sales. Select the bill to be edited. Click on edit. Press tab. And just edit the item. Quantity, price or anything that is required. Then refresh. Now deleting an item. Just select this one. Just select the item and click on delete record. Confirm deletion, and that's it. The item is deleted. Okay, now close the form, and that's how you make a sale. Now searching an item. Click on the search button, and here in the search box, type the details, type the search keyword, and you will be directed to that item. Now if you want to sort an item, just click here, sort by Z, A to Z, sort by Z to A. Now if you want to filter an item, text filters, equals, does not equal, begins with, does not begin with, contains. The item is filtered. Clear filter. Likewise you can do it for all the columns. All the items, all the materials that are registered will be here. You can see the stock from here, the price, maximum price for which you have sold the item, the location, and every details you will get from the search form. Making a payment. Click on the payment button. Select the vendor. The vendor invoice or the purchase order amount will be shown here. Enter the full amount of payment. Enter remarks. If it is check, put check number. If it is cash, just leave it as cash. Now select the invoice. put the payment amount here. And in the book column, select bank, as it is a check transaction. If it is a post dated check, just change the date of the check to the post date here. If there is another invoice, you can select the other invoice from here and allocate the payment amount here. Now refresh, and you have made a payment. You have entered the payment to the respective vendor. Now to take the statement of accounts, that is statement of payables, just click here, select the vendor and click on statement of payables. Now we get a statement of payables, and these are the transactions. On December you made a purchase of this amount, and on January you made a payment to the vendor. This is the total purchase, this is the total payments, and this is the payables. You can take the printout of this statement of payables on a custom made letterhead with your logos and company details here. Now to print a payment voucher, go to books, then voucher, view, and here's your payment voucher. If you want the voucher list, a list of all the vouchers prepared, click on list. This is the payment voucher list. And if you want the payment summary, just click here, and this will give you the payment summary, payables summary. Now close the payment register. Now in order to edit a payment, just click on the payment button, select the payment voucher, and from here you can edit. Now to post a payment voucher, just click on post here and refresh. The payment voucher will be posted, and you will not be able to edit it anymore. Now to add a new payment, click on add, select the vendor again, put the payment amount here, if it is cash, leave it as cash, select the payment invoice, put the amount here, leave it as cash, then refresh. The second payment will appear here, and that's how you make a payment. Now close the payment register. Making a receipt. Click on the receipt button. Select the customer. Enter the total receipt amount. Enter remarks. If it is cash, leave it as cash. If it is a check, then enter the check number. Now select the invoice to which the amount has to be allocated. You will have the pending amount of that invoice here. Just enter that amount in the receipt column. As this is a check transaction, select bank, and this is the total amount that is already allocated, and this is the balance amount that needs to be allocated. So select the next invoice. Enter the balance amount that needs to be allocated. Change the book details to bank and press refresh. So all the amount has been allocated to the invoices. And for the receivable statements, select the customer, statement of receivables, and this is your statement of receivables. Total sales, total receipts, and receivables. This is a credit note, and you will have to adjust it accordingly. Now close the report. Take a receipt voucher, view, and this is your receipt voucher. And if you need a list of all the receipt vouchers, list, and this is the list of receipt vouchers. If you want a receivable summary, click here, and this is the receivable summary. Now to add a new receipt voucher, new receipt, or to make a new receipt voucher, click on new. Select the customer, enter the amount, if it is cash, leave it as cash, select the invoice and put the amount. Refresh, and you have made another receipt, and that will show in this receivables report. Now close the form. Now to edit a receipt, click on the receipt button, select the receipt voucher that needs to be edited, make the necessary changes. And then close the form. Now statements and reports. Click on the statement button, and all these reports, these are the criteria for taking all these reports. If you select the beginning date and the ending date, you can change these dates, and these reports will appear between these dates. And here this is a category, and if you select any category, the reports will show the items that belong to that category. If you leave it blank, all the items will be shown. And here you can select the customer or vendor. And if you take the purchase statement, it will return only the statement for that. Vendor. Now you take this customer and you click on the sales statement. This will return only the sales statement for that customer. If you leave this blank, the statement for all the customers will be returned. And here also the statement for all the vendors will be returned. Now let us look into the reports one by one. This is the item list. Here you will have all the items, all the materials that are registered and their details. This is the price list. The same as the item list, but this will also have the price. Then you have stock update. This is the update of the stock available at the moment. You have the purchase, less sales, available stock, unit, the cost of the item, and the total amount. This is the total amount of stock at the particular time. Close. And this is the stock reorder. If the quantity of any item goes beyond 10, it will be shown here in the stock reorder. And this is a day book. This will show the profit, gross profit of every sale, that is every invoice made. And this is the yearbook. You will get a gross profit report on a monthly basis, sorted by year. These reports are all self-explanatory, and you can go through these reports. This is the receipt register, and this is the payments register. Now close the form. Now let us move on to ledgers. This is the general ledgers, where you can enter your daily incomes and expenditures. Now select the date. press tab, and this is the journal voucher number. Select the code. Now let us enter a capital. Owner's capital. This is a check transaction, so select bank, and capital is an income for the business, so let's put it as income. Refresh. Now another voucher. Rent rates and taxes. You're paying it by cash. It's an expenditure. Then there is salary. You're paying it by check, so select bank. It's an expenditure. Now refresh. Here are some reports. This is the account balance. This will return all the balance of all these accounts. This is owner's capital. This is the total sales. This is run rates and taxes, staff salary, and this is the purchase. This is the daily journal. This is your bank account. This is how your bank account was affected today, and this is how your cash account was affected today. This is the book balance. This is your total income to the bank account, total expenditure and balance. This is your cash account. If you want the details of the account balance, click here, select any item. If you want a complete report, just click on view, and this will return all the details. If you want the details of bank book balance, select bank account or cash account. If you need a full report, click here. This is your bank account and this is your cash account, and these are the transactions. Now close. Now if you want to add a new account that is not already available here, click on the accounts register, scroll down, type here, give a code and give a description. And then close the form. Then refresh. the item will be here. It's an income. To the income there, and that's it. Now if you want to add a new bank account, click on the book register, scroll down, enter the bank code, description, and then close the form. Refresh, and the new bank account will be available here. Refresh. Now to print a voucher, just click on view, and this is your journal voucher. If you need a list of all the vouchers, click on the list, and this is the list of vouchers. Refresh, close. Now edit a journal voucher, just click on ledgers, select the journal voucher, edit. And if you want to delete an item, just select the item and then click on delete record, confirm deletion, and that's it. Now close the form. Now let us move on to admin once more. We have already dealt with adding a user in the beginning. Now signing invoices, purchase order, receipt vouchers, payment vouchers, and journal vouchers. Click on sign invoice, and if you sign all these invoices, these invoices will not be available for editing anymore. Just go to the sales, and you will not find any invoices here that can be edited. Now if you need to be edited, anyone with admin access can come to the admin, and then click on sign invoices, and you can unsign the items. You have unsigned 3 items. Close, go to sales, and here you have the 3 items. Now you can edit the items. Now close the form. Likewise, you can sign all these items, these purchase orders or purchase bills. This is receipt vouchers, and these are payment vouchers, and these are journal watches. Thank you.